how good is the new balance update for StarCraft 2, guys? That's what we're about to find out here. You're watching Nathanias TV. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, @Nathanias TV. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/Nathanias. Press that follow button. Press that subscribe button. This game is going to be epic. And I will definitely cut this VOD and put it onto YouTube as well. So hello, YouTubers. I've decided to put myself up against an insane AI using the newest balance patch that literally just came out today for StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. I'm playing against a cheater AI because this is a defensive patch for Terran, and I'm very curious to see how Terran can use the new patch to stay alive against aggressive Zerg play. And I'm hoping to discover something interesting about StarCraft today. I'm hoping that we can see a new way to hold on, keep everything good and solid, and also check Twitter while we're playing High Troll Pod. Thanks for the follow. So, today, basically the new patch revolves around a defensive ability. Blizzard finally decided to make the Thor a relevant unit without turning it into the Goliath, which, to be honest, I actually didn't think was possible. So I'm very excited to see how this new patch kind of impacts Terran versus Zerg. Like I said, it came from the Thor, so we're going to do a Thor expand. Since cheater AI gets extra resources, we got to be a little bit safer than normal. I got to someone tweeted at me, as long as they balance it by nerfing bunker build time. Well, you know, we'll see if this game that we're playing shows us whether we need to try and balance bunker build time or something of that sort. But I don't know if we're going to need to do that. So, getting ready, building up. We'll start the armory when the factory's done, and we'll go straight away into an expansion. So, for this purpose of this game, I am doing a bit of a janky build order. But since the balance patch is so new, I'm expecting Blizzard to probably make some tweaks. So obviously our build orders are going to be a little bit fudged, as it were. So let's see what we can do with this. I'm kind of scared right now because scouting is obviously a very difficult thing to do in StarCraft. My opponent has full map vision. My opponent has 7 minerals per income instead of 5. Like I said, it is a cheater AI. We're just testing the new patch. So very interested, very excited to see how everything kind of plays around with the new patch. I don't really know what kind of impact this is going to have on the metagame for StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. But I'm honestly really just hoping that this gets kept in the game. Well, you know what? Maybe it won't be strong enough, I guess. We'll have to see. We'll get our Thor out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the new metagame. We're playing against a Terran. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the new metagame to go for a Thor expansion. The AI was random, by the way, so that's why I didn't know the race. We're going to go for a Thor expand, and this is just going to allow us to be nice and safe. Since it is a Terran, I actually don't know what the cheater AI does, so maybe we'll be dealing with something like a really fast push from a Banshee, or maybe a really fast push from, goodness gracious, could be a bio push as well. I'm very interested to see what happens in this game. So we got our Thor. As you can see, it has a new ability. I'll show you guys it in a little bit when we end up fighting against the enemies. But this was in the patch that just came out today for StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Like I said, today's date is January 16th, 2016. Of course, I'm also broadcasting this live on Twitch. Make sure you go to twitch.tv/Nathanias. Follow me there. And, yeah, I'll be putting out more awesome videos like this to show you guys the latest patches as Blizzard makes them. So we'll get to see what this does in a little bit. Like I said, it's a defensive spell, so we're going to take this game pretty slow. We're not going to push too much, and we're just going to go at a nice, calm pace. So we're mostly hoping to just get into a position where we can show off this new ability that got patched into the game. For those of you guys tuning in, of course, on my awesome channel. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. Literally, the number of these videos that I do is 100% directly correlated to the number of subscribers I get, basically per month of making videos. So we're going to start third base. Let's see what the enemy is up to. Looks like a regular bio setup. Going into tanks. Some Banshees. Nah, no Banshees actually. Probably Medivacs. That's fine. Nothing really crazy there. I'm curious to see when we're going to get attacked. What kind of attack it's going to be. And I guess if we're playing around with the new Thor ability, we're going to just go mech, right, guys? I think going mech makes a lot of sense when we're playing around with the new ability that buffs the Thor. And you guys can go try this out, of course. You just log into your Battle.net game whenever you want. It's new. It just got patched in. Some of you might say, I don't see any patch or update notes in the client. Blizzard actually doesn't put out patch notes for balance changes anymore. The patches are only for actual game file changes, because Blizzard can make balance changes without having to actually patch the game. That's one of the things they changed when patch 2.0 came out with the launch of StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. So we're just going to continue to set ourselves up. Our opponent has a third base. That's fine. We're going kind of slow here, so we're not really super worried about, you know, whatever it is our enemy wants to do. So we're going to go take our third, set ourselves up here, and like I said, we're going to try to test out this new defensive ability. Move my tank down and everything. Don't want to be vulnerable to drops or Banshees, so I had a few turrets as well. We gotta play this like we're playing a real game, since, like I said, we don't really know where the metagame is going to go with patches like this being implemented into the game. So hopefully we will be able to get a good idea. And if anyone from Blizzard Entertainment is watching, well, you guys can thank me later. Send me some money for making this video to let everybody know about your latest patch. I'll gladly accept any sort of contract for video promotion as we demonstrate the patch that you basically needed to have made years ago. But honestly, I think this patch should be good. And the reason why I'm not diving into details on what the patch is, guys, is because I think you're going to be really excited when you see what this patch has changed, what it's brought, when you see what the implications of it are. It's going to change StarCraft forever. Without a doubt, this is going to be the patch that puts us over League of Legends, that puts us over Dota 2, and finally creates that skin marketplace out of thin air that Valve uses, and will overtake Counter-Strike as well. So this is really, you know, I think stuff like this is what Idra was talking about back when he quit playing StarCraft. You know, the kind of thing that we really need to add to the game, the beautiful, intricate motions and techniques that make StarCraft 2 such a great game, that make StarCraft such a beloved franchise. I'm kind of surprised the AI has not chosen to strike yet. I think it might be a little bit scared of my army composition. They got a big army, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure what to expect. They're taking a lot of bases. The AI actually knows how to play this game. They're going into battle cruisers. Well. To be honest, I actually haven't played versus the insane AI in a long time, so I'm very interested to see what exactly is going to happen here. We do need supply depots, as they are somewhat involved in the patch that just came out. So this should be a really great demonstration. We're going to get to see a full-on opposing Terran, battlecruiser, bio, etc. army come face us head-on. And we're going to get to face this. We're going to get to fight this with Mass Thor. But, you know, the new patch actually should allow us to hold whatever push the enemy Terran brings. I think we should actually be okay. I think we have all the tools, all the resources that we need to actually win this. So here come the battlecruisers, and there's that new ability being used. We actually have our pylons firing away at the enemy. We're going to have to retreat, it looks like. But we're going to have a great defensive position to fall back onto. The enemy finally moving in to attack. And let's see what we can do here, boys. As I said, our supply depots have gotten a big buff in the last patch that makes them a lot stronger. And I really feel like this does help out quite a bit. So we'll have to see what we can get done here as our forces continue to push in. Supply depots are having a little bit of trouble. But let's see if we can't bring this one back some way, somehow. I decided it's a very useful new defensive ability in StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Available for PC and Macintosh, and we did manage to hold. So already I feel like this was a really, really great defense, able to mate. And like I said, for those of you guys wondering, you're like, Nate, what is this? Like I say, I mean, it's basically the equivalent of a photon overcharge, but now Terran gets to experience, you know, that, what is it that Blizzard uses, that phrase, that feeling of epicness, of being a hero, the legendary feeling that Blizzard tries to bring in all of its games as an experience. So, of course, we had to make sure that it was balanced. You do need to have the depot raised in order to use this ability. But, you know, I feel like so far we're in an okay position in this game. Remember to keep your depots raised, and that will allow you to use this new ability in StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. This patch just came out. It's live on Battle.net, North American server. So you can just boot up any game. Just go queue up for ladder right now and just build a Thor, build some supply depots, and watch your opponents QQ as they can't attack you anymore. I can just slowly move out, take the map. There's not really a whole lot my enemy is going to be able to do to me because I've just got such a strong force. Wow, I feel like I'm a map hacker. Just actually ran up and killed that ghost, no trouble. What army does he have? Well, he's got some bio. He's got Liberators, Vikings. Good army here, actually. Great army composition. I think it's time maybe to try to take the fight to our enemy, if we can. I'm going to assume he has this base over here, so what if we just went and built some depots over there? Let's hope we, Oh, gotta remember, he's got full map vision, guys. Oh boy, oh boy. It is a hacker AI. It's a hacker AI. So this game could get tricky. This game could get very, very tricky soon. We need to be really careful. And it looks like he's finally gonna push out. He's gonna try to make his move. Are we ready for this, guys? Let's find out. Alright, we've overcharged our supply depots. Our opponent is gonna back off. Oh, don't want to take damage from that Seeker missile. We back off, and look at that. A phenomenal defense. Really great. I feel like I microed very well in that fight. Honestly, now I get to really experience what it's like to be Protoss and experience that epic, legendary micro that Blizzard Entertainment really wants to sell with this expansion. So I think at this point we're ready to try to make a move here. I'm going to try to get a position on this army, and we're going to try to set ourselves up with an aggressive position now, using this, and see what exactly we can get done here. Because, like I said, honestly, this to me is the pinnacle of competitive RTS right here. It's StarCraft 2, you know, and I think it makes a lot of sense after the most recent whining, and you know, no one likes whiners, right? We saw a big trend in the way that the game's approach was taken. We saw people shift towards using a lot of pylons to defend against aggressive play, and now that's kind of what we're setting ourselves up for. So we've got the supply depots to help out, and maybe my army's just not strong enough. I did not get enough supply depots, it seems. It's a tragedy, really. Man, I'm gonna lose all my Thors. That AI, did I get nuked? What happened to my supply depots? Oh no, guys. We might have messed up a little bit here. I didn't actually take his base out. Yo, these cheater AIs are really good. I'm actually gonna lose this game. Well, Blizzard, you did a good job with your AI. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Blizzard. Checkmate, atheists. Alright, let's switch into real mech. Let's see if we can't make something happen here. We gotta keep the Thors for defense, though. The depot overcharge is the only thing that's gonna defend us. Thankfully, just like Protoss players, we get to experience now as Terran the frustration that everyone experiences when they can't counterattack. My opponent's inability to counterattack will certainly help me out here. It's actually very nice. Of course, you can still repair the depots. Goodness gracious. They even know how to use nukes. Color me impressed. Alright, we got this, guys. We got this. With the power of the new patch in StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, there's no doubt we're going to find a way to win this game. And yeah, like I said, guys, this is a new patch. It's live on NA. You can go try it out yourself. Absolutely no problem. I'll be laddering on Korea after this game, and the patch has yet to hit the Korean server, so you won't be able to see me do this on the Korean server. But on NA is where they're testing it first, since it's the least competitive server in Battle.net. Blizzard's not really worried about the implications of an ability like this that might be a little too strong, I think some people think. But honestly, you know, I heard they're also looking into making a similar patch for Overlords, and really it just makes sense, right? Why should Protoss be the only race that can't be counterattacked? You know, I had a conversation with Tim Morton and David Kim about, you know, lead game designer and lead balance designers of StarCraft II: Legacy of the Void, and they both agreed with me that, you know, all the ranting and raving about Protoss wasn't really Protoss's fault. It was just their fault for not giving these abilities to Terran sooner. So, obviously, you know, we agreed. We decided to go out and have a little bit of fun, and we created, you know, what I think to be the greatest collaboration between a commentator and, you know, a game developer that the world's ever seen. And now it's become, it's come into fruition. And that's what this video is all about, is about making sure you guys are aware, making sure you guys know about the latest patches in StarCraft 2. And I'm just excited that we get to be here for the next era, because this will help mech play so much. You're always worried. And look at this, they're even very good as just spotters for defending. So I mean, at this point, we have to build the depots, unfortunately, before we can use them. But all is not lost. This guy does have a really, really strong army. But unfortunately for him, our army is stronger. And look at that. Our depot overcharge is ready. We can make our move on the enemy base. Like I said, guys, I'll just preemptively overcharge this depot so that if they try to attack, we're in the clear, as I feel that that's very, very important. Also, of course, always important to keep a few Thors at home so that you can overcharge your depots in case they ever attack you. Honestly, I'm really proud of how this patch has come together, as it also allows me to show off my awesome Collector's Edition Thor skin, which, as some of you may know, was only available to people who purchased StarCraft II Wings of Liberty Collector's Edition. Looks like our opponent wants to try attacking us. This might be a great opportunity to show off that overcharge ability again. Is he gonna push? Is he gonna attack? The questions that run through my mind. Oh, he's looking for it. Alright, let's overcharge. Is he ready though? Can he face the consequences of his actions? We need more aggressive supply depots, I think. Alright, he's gonna try to attack. As we can see here, the supply depot does a phenomenal job of keeping these dastardly enemies away. Easily the best change to StarCraft 2 that Blizzard Entertainment has ever thought of. But yeah, like I said, this video is just to show you guys the latest patch for StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. You can purchase this on PC, Macintosh as well. It's the leading #1 competitive RTS ever made, and you know, it just goes to show that abilities like this really just make the game so much more interesting. Honestly, I'm in love with this. I hope that we get something like this for Zerg as well, so that we can have overlords that are able to make these sort of plays happen. And yeah, nothing but bright hopes for the future of StarCraft 2 if we can keep patches like this in the game. So unfortunately, I have no depots to overcharge over here, but I do have +3 attack Thors. The only thing Thors are still missing is that flat anti-air damage so I can kill battlecruisers, but that's it. And I have tested this against non-AI opponents. I have currently been running a 420-0 record against North American pro gamers. As we can see, my opponent is trying to attack me, but that defensive capability is so useful to have. You know, Doom drops will no longer be an issue for Terran players, as you can simply overcharge all your depots, and then your opponent won't even have a chance against you. So, like I said, this is the beginning of the end for those who would wish to, you know, ruin the legacy of Terran. So Terran finally gets that epic feeling that Protoss gets when they F-click a supply depot. And of course, I'm comparing it to when they F-click their pylons. But this AI, he's putting up a fight, and he's not going to let me rest here, it seems. He certainly does not seem to be willing to let me rest. It's going to be a tough game, but we're gonna grind this one out, you know. As long as we've got supply depots, I don't think we can lose this game. And that's the magic, you know. That's the magic. I don't even need to have my army at home, just a Thor or two. And of course, Thors don't have energy, because Blizzard removed their energy bars, because the energy bars look really big and scary. And I think they triggered some SJWs as well with their large size. So at this point, it's all about the health. You know, a lot of people wanted Stim. Oh my goodness, he's nuking me. Oh, I got him. Nice. A lot of people were hoping that Thors would just get an ability back or something, or get Stim. Some people did suggest Stim for Thors because they're so slow. And of course, the solution that I was able to come up with the lead game designers of StarCraft 2 was, why not just let the Thor use the hit points the same way Stim does, but for overcharge instead. So as we can see, our opponent is trying to make a move here. Our opponent is trying to get all up in our grill. And we can see that Photon Overcharge is just so useful. We can combine it with a host of other abilities and tools. Add it to StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And as you can see, that supply depot, man, he's helping a lot, even at building armor. Already 2 kills on that supply depot. And this is just going so well right now. I'm really, really loving what this patch brings to the table. It helps so much with defending, you know, because we finally, this is actually the first time that Terran has ever had a buildable turret defense that didn't cost supply. I mean, some of you guys may not actually be aware of that, but this is the first time in the history of StarCraft 2 that Terran players can finally have a base defense that does not eat up their valuable, precious supply. You don't have to put units inside of it. You do need a Thor to use it, but I mean, you know, Thors are actually becoming so good nowadays, it's not even an issue. It's not even a matter or a point of contention. I feel like we finally created the best version of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void that there's ever been. Frankly, I'm just excited to see where we go after this, you know, because in my opinion, the sky's the limit. And I hope that this sky just keeps going higher and higher. I just want to get really high with this build. Our opponent, is he taking the gold base? Wow, so clever. Really great to see creative artificial intelligence decision-making coming out of Blizzard Entertainment. Like I said, just blown away. I'm constantly amazed at all the cool things that Blizzard Entertainment's adding to their biggest franchises and everything that they're doing to try to make the games as great as they possibly can. So, big shout out to Blizz, and you know what, guys? I don't know if I can beat this insane AI. They programmed one that was just a little bit too insane. I'm gonna need more supply depots, I think, if I want to hold on against this. What we really need are some better positions out on the map for these depots to help hold on against that aggressive play. So, really great use of Planetary Fortress, though, by the AI, I gotta say. All we need to do is get some depots. I think if we can just get a few more supply depots here, we should be good. We should be golden. Oh my. I think I'm actually going to lose this, boys. That'll probably be it for this video then. I'll try to overcharge some more of these depots. I don't know if they're going to be able to save me, though. Or will they? No, it seems... Almost. Almost. Try to